The religion of Islam is often associated with the term peace, and Muslims base this on what is mentioned in their holy book, the Quran. So in this episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at 10 surprising passages of peace in the Quran. Starting at number 10, we have a passage about showing kindness. Muslims are to show kindness all the time, even to their prisoners. They give food in spite of love for it to the needy, the orphan, and the captive, saying, "We feed you only for the countenance of Allah. We wish not from you reward or gratitude." And that's taken from Surah 76, verses 8 to 9. Okay, number 9 talks about turning enemies into friends. And specifically, there's a passage in the Quran that says the following: "And who is better in speech than one who invites to Allah and does righteousness and says, 'Indeed, I am of the Muslims,' and not equal are the good deed and the bad. Repel evil by that deed which is better, and thereupon the one whom between you and him is enmity will become as though he was a devoted friend." Another popular passage coming in at number 8, known to Muslims and non-Muslims alike, it's a passage about there being no compulsion of religion. I've heard Muslims say this many times. Muslims are encouraged to call people to the path of Islam with kindness and love, but they are never to force them. And when it comes to this topic, the Quran says, "There shall be no compulsion in acceptance of the religion. The right course has become clear from the wrong." So whoever disbelieves is taghut and believes in Allah has grasped the most trustworthy handhold with no break in it. And Allah is hearing and knowing. There's also another passage in the Quran talking about entering Islam completely, and that says, "O you who have believed, enter into Islam completely and perfectly, and do not follow the footsteps of Satan. Indeed, he is to you a clear enemy." So Muslims view this passage as saying once someone embraces Islam fully, they won't follow the path of evil. Muslims teach that Islam brings complete inner peace because the Quran gives this particular warning. And it says, "And whoever turns away from my remembrance, indeed he will have a depressed life, and we will gather him on the day of resurrection blind." Number 5, and we got to look at the context of the Quran. And there's a passage, as a matter of fact, it's the first passage in the Quran, Surah 1, verse 1. It says, "In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful." And this verse, by the way, is repeated in the Quran about 114 times, and it shows the importance that Muslims put on these qualities like mercy and compassion. Also in Islam, one of God's names, according to the Quran, is As-Salam, which means peace. Another passage in the Quran about peace, coming up at number 4, talks about the Prophet Muhammad. The Quran states that the Prophet Muhammad was sent to the world as mercy to humanity. Surah 21 verses 107 says, "And we have not sent you, O Muhammad, except as mercy to the world." God hating corruption comes next at number 3. So widespread corruption really disturbs the peace in society. And the Quran has this to say, "And when he goes away, he strives throughout the land to cause corruption therein and destroy crops and animals, and Allah does not like corruption." So if Muslims are to follow the will of Allah, they will also avoid any corruption in the world. Number 2, this was a very surprising one for me. This passage talks about competing in regards to doing good deeds. Specifically, this is what the Quran says: "We have revealed to you, O Prophet, this book with the truth, as a confirmation of previous scriptures and a supreme authority on them. So judge between them by what Allah has revealed, and do not follow their desires over the truth that has come to you. To each of you we have ordained a code of law and a way of life. If Allah had willed, he would have made you one community. But his will is to test you with what he has given each of you. So compete with one another in doing good. To Allah you will all return. Then he will inform you of the truth regarding your differences." At number 1 is about Allah loving good doers. So it's similar to passage number 2, but this verse says, "Spend in the cause of Allah and do not let your own hands throw you into destruction by withholding, and do good, for Allah certainly loves the good doers."
Hey friends, myself is Marky. I hope you like the video. If you like, then please hit the like button and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for the more latest videos and updates. Thank you.